So, are you destined to be fat because of genetics? Hi, I'm Louise Skeen, and thanks for joining me today on Series 2, episode number 10 of my vlog podcast about women's health issues and concerns and questions. And look, after being in the fitness industry for well over 35 years, I love to be able to share my knowledge and my experiences with you. And this particular topic, when it comes to genetics, and does genetics play a part in us needing to be concerned about our weight? Well, this is what I'd like to address, because there's so much controversy around it. And look, again, as I said, I've been in the industry for a very long time, and I've heard this come up too many times, and it's really hard to speak to somebody who is convinced that genetically they're doomed from the onset, and so therefore they're going to struggle with their weight for the rest of their lives. So let's break it down. Now, before I do that, I just want to introduce myself. I am Louise Skeen, and I am an author of the book Hot Flush to Hot Body, and it's actually behind me here. And I'm actually going to reference in that book today because it really does cover a lot of the stuff we're chatting about here today. And I've been in the fitness industry, as I said, a very long time, and work in nutrition and health and improving, to be the best version of all ourselves, from mindset as well, which is super important. But look, this topic about genes and genetically, if you're convinced, if you're one of these people that really thinks that you are doomed from the onset, I'm just here to tell you that this particular topic actually is broken into two categories. I can answer it by saying the answer to my question of, are you destined to be fat because of genetics? I can actually answer a yes, but I can also answer a no. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, what it means is that, there are 4 different body types. That's what we've got to understand. Or actually there's 5, but let me just break down the 4 that most people know about, and then I'll bring the 5th one in, which I've covered in the book as well. But the first one is thyroid. Now, the thyroid actually sits up in the neck area, and even though we all have a thyroid, and the hormones that are controlled around the thyroid are certainly within all of us, male and female, but the thyroid gland for the thyroid body is the one that dominates for the thyroid body. And to determine whether you are a thyroid person, you're going to have a body that's long and lean. It's like a ruler. It's up and down, and pretty much shoulders and hips and legs are long and lean, and your arms are long and lean. And I tell you what, the body that you will often find as a thyroid will be on the catwalk. And that is that model, that long, tall, model-shaped body. And they don't necessarily have too much of a waistline. They're just long and lean, and so therefore the clothes hang. So that is a thyroid-dominated body. And that particular body will not be struggling with holding on to body fat. Okay, they're the lucky ones. So let's move you or those people are off to the side for now. The other one is, the second one is an adrenal body, and the adrenal glands actually sit on top of the kidneys, and this particular body is the body that's more heavier up the top, wider, broader shouldered, maybe have a bigger chest, and then narrows down to smaller hips and thin legs. So that might be you. You might be saying, oh yeah, okay, I understand that. I seem to fit into that category more. So that is an adrenal body. And the adrenal glands, as I said, sitting above the kidneys, very, very tiny, but that hormone is controlling your body. And so even though we've all got them again, that's the one that controls your body, and that's the shape that determines through your body. Then there's the gonadal body, and the gonads are basically around the ovaries, and this is my type of body. It means that we tend to have the same width, shoulder and hip, and we draw in at the waistline. So some people call it an hourglass, but that is certainly possibly the shape that we're looking at there, but we are the kind of body, we have the kind of body that stores fat on the lower part of our body. So inner thighs, outer thighs. Some people have really dominating saddlebags, or larger extended glutes, which is your bottom, and it can carry a little bit around the tummy as well. So that is a gonadal body, and the gonads, the ovaries area dominates that particular woman. And then there's the pituitary, and the pituitary body is basically the glands at the base of the skull, and this particular body I call the baby doll, and I say it affectionately because it reminds me of when I was a child and you'd go to the fair and you'd buy these dolls on a stick, and they had a little tutu on, but they were always, cuddly. They're even though they were plastic, they had a cuddly shape to them, and this is what a pituitary body is like. It has this this softness under the skin, and so there's more fluid under the skin rather than fat necessarily. Okay, it's not that it's always fat under the skin, but it can be more fluid retention under the skin that gives that softness to the texture of the skin. So they're the four most dominating ones that you'll see in society. But then there's a fifth one that I've written about in my book as well, and it's one that's not talked about very much, and it's the hormones dominated around the liver region, and this is the one that stores predominantly out the front. A protrusion comes from the stomach, almost like a pregnant person, and men and women are like this, and you can often say it's almost like a beer gut appearance side on. Even front on, they almost look uncomfortable. They've got this protrusion out the front, and it's very, very hard to shift, and that is the liver-dominated person. So with all that, now understanding the different body types and you determining which one you fall into, and if you'd like any more information on that, please do drop me a line. I'm very happy to talk to you further about that. But now that you understand those body types, we pretty much are all born somewhere in those categories, but we don't come out morbidly overweight or obese, okay? We all, come into this world, we might be a little bit chubby, but everything very, very quickly falls into place for us. So when I say it's a double edge as to whether that question of can genetics cause you to be overweight or fat, to a degree, for some people, not everybody, that again, research would have to tell you, doctors would have to do tests on you to tell you whether you fall into this category. But if you do, the maximum excess weight that you would carry opposed to somebody that doesn't have the same gene would be 30% more body fat, okay? 30% more only. So it's not that you can say, oh, you'd be 100% more to the average person that doesn't have that gene. Okay, so it's only 30% more. So you've got to weigh that up and say, well, okay, let's say you are convinced that your genes are making you fat, your hereditary genes through the family, and you think that is what's causing you to be constantly storing body fat, holding on to body fat, or morbidly overweight/obese, then just bear in mind that this is where I'm going to go to the second answer to the question, being no, it's not necessarily true. Because if you're only carrying an additional 20 to 30% more than, say, someone like myself, you would not even get into the category of morbidly overweight or obese. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, yes, you'd be having a little bit more body fat on your body. 20 to 30% is not 90 to 100% more, or 200% more, or 600% more. It's 20 to 30% more. Okay, so yes, you would still struggle a little bit more than, say, I would, trying to maintain my weight, but you cannot become overweight, and obese unless you've got habits that are not serving you well. So I know that seems like a gunshot between the eyes there to tell you something so bluntly, but they are the facts. They are the researched facts that are out there. So yes, you can claim that genes may be a cause to 20 to 30% but the rest of it comes from your decisions, your choices, and what's been etched into your CD of life, as I call it, and what you fall back on. So let's try and be real true to ourselves now and stand ethically as to where we are. And if you are concerned whether you are the one that falls into that 20 to 30%, go and see your GP about it and get some tests done if they can do that for you. But if you're not overly concerned, or you're determining, okay, there's the facts, I could be the 20 to 30%, but I feel as though I'm 100% more or 200% more, I need to change my lifestyle. And what that means is drink lots of water, okay? 6 to 8 glasses at least a day to flush the toxins out of your body. Not cups of tea or coffee because it's got water in them, but definitely water. Not fruit juices because they're full of sugar. Just water. Okay, you can squeeze some lemon in it or use some 100% essential oil or something in order to put a bit of orange or lemon in there for a bit of tang. But outside of that, just drink water. It's the best thing you can do. The other thing is move your body. If you're over the age of 40, 50, 60, 70 years of age, you need to move your body more today than you did in your 20s and 30s. They're the facts. We can't get out of it. If you want to fight disease, if you want to fight overweight / obesity, move your body more. It makes a massive difference, not only to controlling your weight, but to balance and to strength and to longevity, which is all what we want. And then the other thing is just make some better choices about your food. Don't go changing everything overnight, but write down the things, be true to yourself, that you know are not serving you. Write them all down on a piece of paper and then pick one a week or one a fortnight, and only focus on changing that one thing to serve you better. Keep everything going as you normally do, but just change one thing every week or fortnight. If you can do that, you will see a massive change to your weight, so that you then don't have to blame genes on you being extremely fat or overweight. And I hate that word fat, but that's just the word that we use and the word that I'm using to get this point across. So I hope that all made sense to you today. I hope that I've not offended anyone. I certainly don't want to ever do that. But if you do want to know more, don't hesitate to drop me a line. There's plenty of opportunities in order to contact me, and I can write back to you or send you some information. I've got my book there. If you ever want to purchase the book, you can purchase the book too, and it talks all about the different body types and the foods to eat for the body types as well. So yet again, I appreciate you joining me on this podcast vlog. It's been an interesting topic. I hope you found that interesting too. So we've got a double edge to answer that question. It's all there for you. You might want to listen to it again to understand your body type. But thank you again, and I'll see you on my next episode. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media plugged in on your screen right now. Thank you, and stay healthy, stay happy.